Matt Rummage Show. Get to know. We coming in hot now. Slow. Sponsored by the Quick Trip. Yeah, we never done this. With the ones to be on the street. Rising up, be on repeat. Ain't no stopping now. Drop the beat, make them take a seat. Let me see you bounce. Let your energy announce. Tune in every week. Ain't no room for the weak. Quick Trip in the back. We stay on the right track. Us will never lag. Always getting that side.
Up, everybody! Thank you for tuning in. We are joined today by with Mr. Lambeau Leo, and we are going to be talking about not just the Packers, but the NFC North and what happened this week. And obviously, the Packers are on a bye. But before we get into all that, big shout out to Quick Trip, sponsor of the Matt Ramage Show, and a great sponsor at that. And if you are coming to a game in Green Bay, check out Quick Trip because they have all the tailgating needs that you need. They got the beer, they got the brats, they got all the stuff that you need. And there you go. And also Nick Law, big shout out to Nick Law, another sponsor of the show. If you ever get hurt or injured in a car accident, hopefully you don't. But if you do, they're the people to talk to make sure that if you miss work, the insurance companies ain't trying to scam you because they'll do it. But anyways, what is up, Ben? How you doing today?
What's going on, Matt? I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. The Packers had a bye week. Did you do anything special for the bye week or for Sunday? Like, did you do anything different or still watch football?
It was weird. I don't remember how I did it last year, but yeah, I watched football all day. But it was like my game day ritual was a little off. Like I'm sitting down watching pregame at noon. At least Eastern. Having a drink and ready to go, and then I was just kind of hanging out, like waiting for 1 o'clock, and then I was watching the Bears lose, and had the Vikings Jags on. I got the tickets, so I was going back and forth. But
yeah, I'm seeing something weird in the comments over here, but yeah, for me, I did watch football. I planned on live streaming for 2 games. Really didn't happen. I had some stuff going on at home, and I was like, screw it, the Packers are off, so I'll be off too. But it was beautiful watching the Bears lose. We got the scores over here on the bottom of the screen. But I do want to talk about that. So was that like the main game that you watched, or did you watch kind of like a red zone thing?
No, man. I kind of flipped to the red zone, but dude, the Bears game, I was just reveling in that. Like the fans booing at halftime. I'm like, this is too good to miss. I can't turn this off. Like I don't care how good the other games are. To see their fans booing the team off the field at the half after all that like off-season nonsense and just like we're gonna win the division and this is the greatest team assembled and the best overall situation for a number 1 pick in history and how it is, dude. I was just like I can't turn this off,
dude. Yeah, dude, and that's the thing with the Bears is because Bears fans, they did talk all that trash. And then on Facebook, and really this year, I haven't really talked that much trash about the Bears. Because I kind of do it every year. And I wouldn't say it gets boring because it never gets boring. But I just like, I have more to it than just talk crap about the Bears. But now, dude, I feel like after all that trash that they were talking, and their season's over. I don't care what anyone says. The Packers are going to blow them out this week. The Packers are going to absolutely blow them out.
I honestly... Yeah, I didn't start the season just talking trash to Bears fans. It was kind of like, let's see it play out. And then, my thing is I don't have a profile or I don't have a page as a profile. But me, I'll post stuff on my page making fun of Bears, Bears fans, and then every once in a while I'll get, Bears fans trolling on my page and then I'll meme them, right? Because that's what I do. And then they get upset. And then I've been in Facebook jail 3 times this season already because of Bears fans. So, which is funny, but I mean, they're very sensitive.
I don't think I've ever been in Facebook jail for like my Packers stuff. Back in the day on my personal page, I did. But on my Packers page, I don't think I ever did.
I've been in Facebook jail 3 times now. Like, and
what'd you do?
Like, who reported you for like harassment or whatever? Like, okay, fine.
Oh yeah, because you made him a meme. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
I mean, word to the wise: if you're gonna jump on my profile and talk smack repetitively, I'm probably going to use your profile pic and I'm going to meme you. So just FYI.
Dude, if you go at a meme maker, you might get memed.
Yeah. And then they get mad, and then they submit the photo, like the one guy I put in a trash can because he called the Packers garbage and our fans garbage. And he did it like 3 times. Like, okay, dude, I'm going to meme you now. And then a week later, I get this thing that says, you've been flagged for bullying and harassment. And I'm like, I just stuck him in a trash can. That's all I did. It's not like I snooped through his profile. I just took his profile picture.
Yeah, I like what Wayne's saying right here. Bear fans are not diehard Bear fans because they left their seats and left Soldier Field. I didn't see that like during the game, but I mean, I don't know.
Even with like 5 minutes to go, which and I whatever, but it was funny to watch.
Yeah, like I was saying though, that they talked all that trash of like I've seen people like comparing not just Caleb Williams, but it was Justin Fields before to like Michael Jordan. They're like, this is gonna be the next Michael Jordan. Like they were insane with it, and not just Bear fans, but the media. Everyone hyped up the Bears. Everyone said it, and now they're just like, oh, but that's the thing that I've been saying. Is they don't have offensive line. New quarterback ain't going to help you. And here's what's going to happen. I can tell you exactly what's going to happen to the Bears. They're going to fire their coaching staff. Then Caleb Williams gets a new offense to learn the same way Justin Fields did. And he better figure it out really quick or that new no, it won't even be a new coaching staff yet. It'll be the next number 1 overall pick at some couple years down the road. And then he gets traded. And then they fire the coaching staff from that one. Like they are just like on some recirculating thing. To me, if they'd have just kept Justin Fields, like as a Packer fan, if they'd have kept Justin Fields and built up that offensive line, I'd been more worried than having Caleb Williams because they have a good defense.
Yeah.
Just figure it out.
One of my good friends from high school, diehard Bears fan, he was all in on Justin Fields. Keep Justin Fields, keep building around him. Get an offensive lineman, a couple. We can get picks. And then no, they just were like, no, they were all in on Caleb Williams and like, this is going to reset everything. This was like their 3-year plan. And what is it, week 9 now? It looks like it is failing epically. And I think it's hilarious because of all the crap. Like you said, it wasn't just the Bears fans. It was the media. Like, oh my God, Caleb Williams is like 100-year generational or 100-year talent. They're going to win 8 Super Bowls kind of It was like, come on, please.
Yeah, I want to look at the next 4 games for the Bears. I want to bring his comment up here, though. The generational talk with Caleb is what took it over the top for me. Like, for real. Like, they were acting – because, like, there's very few guys in the NFL that were actually deserving of that and got it. Like Peyton Manning. When he came in, everyone was like, Peyton Manning's going to be the greatest thing ever. Yep. They weren't wrong. They said the same thing about Trevor Lawrence. They were wrong. But someone should have told the Jaguars.
Williams to like John Elway, Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck, like those generational kind of like guys. Yeah, okay. All those guys were really, really good. And I'm not saying Phillips is bad, but is not.
Yeah, I don't think you'll ever know. Just the same with Justin Fields. Because the Bears are so bad at like developing a quarterback and like figuring out how to use the quarterback the right way, and not even just use them like in a game, but like how to prepare them, how to get them NFL ready. And I don't know, because I can't imagine all these guys like aren't good.
Well, even Brady said it. Brady said, like, can we stop with throwing these guys in like day one? He goes. He even said he was even an advocate for letting Caleb Williams sit the first year.
Yeah, and that would have made sense if they did, but they would have had to tell him that straight up. Like, hey, we're going to draft you, but you're going to be sitting because we got Justin Fields. We're going to develop you, and then Fields can get the boot later on. It would have been smarter, but
But Caleb Williams didn't help himself either about like tweeting or texting the punter saying, hey man, you're never gonna punt all year long. Like I'm the real deal. Come on, dude. Really?
I kind of get that because like he's excited or whatever, but we're gonna make fun of you afterwards. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
But I want to talk about the Bears' next 4 games. All right. Wait, I'm not even sure that this isn't even accurate. I got the wrong one over here because they play the Packers next.
Like Aaron Rodgers said, pack twice still.
Yeah, well, I screwed that up. I had notes for who the Bears play next, but I don't think it's going to work out.
That's all good. I'm pretty sure I was watching.
Well, it's the Packers, obviously, next week. But going forward, it really doesn't matter for the Bears because they're not going to end well. And it's kind of like the Jets. The Jets, not that they're not in the North, so we're not going to talk too much about them. But like, it just feels like once a collapse starts happening, it's hard to get out of it. And
Yeah,
I think
I
the
watched.
Jet.
I watched that one too, man. That was hard. That was ugly. That was hard to watch. It's tough to watch. Like I'm still a fan of Rodgers. I was really hoping the Jets would do well this year. I have no ill will to Aaron, or Devontae. I make fun of the Jets because all they do is sign Packers players. That's funny, but it's like, I think they all just need to retire.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't really care about the Jets, like what they're doing. Like I see it. I thought they'd be better than they are, but like I ain't like rooting for them to be bad. But like if I'm watching a Jets game and I'm watching Rodgers and Devontae Adams out there, like I'm rooting for them, and not even like it's not even a choice. It's like Rodgers was like quarterback for a long time. He's not playing the NFC, so like I don't. But I'm not like devastated that they're not doing good. It's like I'm a Packer fan. Like it's not. Yeah, it is what it is. But all right, so let's keep her moving over here back to the NFC North. All right, bring her back in there, rein her in there, bud. What are you drinking there?
It's a bourbon. It's Angel's
bourbon.
I'm a bourbon drinker, man. At least on weekdays or Sundays I'll drink beer, but these.
Yeah. Oh, before we get her moving over here, I do want to say Happy Veterans Day to you. I forgot I was going to do that right out the gate. You're a Navy man, but so Happy Veterans Day to you.
Hey, thanks, man. Shout out to all the veterans out there. Happy Veterans Day.
Yeah, for sure. Like, dudes like me just couldn't do it. Dude, I remember like when they came to the school, they looked at my eye. They're like, bro, just go to math class. But I always tell people that's the reason, but it's not. I'm a coward.
I joined in 04 and I got in trouble in boot camp, and we called it getting beat. Like they take you outside and they basically like make you exercise until you puke. And it was during football season, and the drill sergeant came out and he started like, and we knew he was in his office watching football games when we were all out there having time to like write and do, whatever. So I asked the question. I said, "Hey, did the Packers win today?" And he laughed at first, and then he's like, "All right, come with me. We're gonna go outside. We're gonna have a little talk." That was my football season boot camp story. I was like, man, I do it.
So, what did you do in the Navy? I don't, because I don't know like what jobs are like. Did you have a job or whatever? I don't mean to sound stupid, but I probably do. I don't know nothing about the military.
So I was on an aircraft carrier, and if anybody's seen any videos or movies of like Top Gun or Maverick when they launched the jets off the aircraft carrier, there's a whole team of guys that operate what's called the catapults that shoot the jets off. Like I was one of those guys that was crawling right the jet, and so I was called an aviation bosun's mate. That's what I was.
So those like I've seen the video. So when the jets take off, there's like people over there like either telling them what to do or they all have like their thing. Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, everybody has a specific job. Like there's a dude telling them, "Hey, taxi this way, like come this way." There's a dude that's telling the pilot what to do as far as like flight controls. And there's a weapons guy out there. There's a whole team of guys, and then there's grease monkeys like myself that crawl under the jet and hook everything up, and then we press the button and the jet flies off, and we just do it again and again and again and again and again. So yeah, experience, man.
That's wild. And I've seen like the Top Gun. First of all, my wife loves the Top Gun movie. I still don't know what all those guys do, but yeah, that does seem like a very hectic spot to be. And like when they come in, like they like stop so fast. I feel like those are the only airplanes that can do that. Like regular.
Well, so they catch a huge cable, and then the cable basically stops the jet, and then it pulls it backwards, and it's a whole slew of things mechanically happening, and it's nuts. Like. It's crazy the first couple times you see it, and then after like a few thousand times, you're just like, all right, whatever.
Do they ever like miss and have to go around and go again if they don't catch that cable?
All the time.
I feel like that'd be hard to do.
It's really cool because all you see is sparks. You don't see the jet. You see the lights, but it's so dark. All you see is the tail hook that's supposed to catch the wire. It just drags across the deck, and all you see is like this fireworks show, and it comes back around. It's kind of cool.
That's wild, dude. So they just trust that nobody's there.
Yeah. No, they're like, all right, everybody get out of the way. Like you trained on we're not to stand and be an idiot, you know.
That's awesome. All right. Well, I do appreciate your service, and everyone watching, anyone listening on the podcast. You know, if you're a veteran, we us mere mortals appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Hey, the military gave me my kind of sense of humor, so I kind of have that to thank for them.
Yeah, I've heard that like from other military people, like that the pranks and just the jokes and because you got to make the best out of when you can.
I mean, the saying "embrace the suck" is like is the perfect, like you embrace the mindset and just like you said, you got hours upon hours to sit there and kill and make jokes and whatever. So
yeah, all right, that's good stuff. I appreciate you sharing that stuff. All right, so let's get back to some Packers stuff. All right, NFC North. So we think the Lions. I don't know because I had the Lions schedule here, but apparently I screwed that up. But I have like last week's schedule. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be so prepared. But I don't like. I think the Lions are a team. I feel like that can beat anyone. Like they're not gonna lose too many more games going forward. I do think that they caught I wouldn't say luck because I feel like you are your record, and they've been like persevered and like they don't give up. Yeah. Like they were down, like they never had a question. Even with 5 interceptions from Goff, they're like, doesn't matter, bro. But also that's a funny thing. People don't care about Goff's interceptions as much as they do Jordan Love's.
I know, like nobody makes a deal out.
But they won. That's why
he's now right behind Jordan Love, and it's like. Nobody really makes whatever. I mean, yeah, you're right. Nobody makes.
And I will say it's about Goff's 5 interceptions.
5 in one game.
If it was Jordan Love or whatever, if any quarterback from my team, if they like even when Favre threw 6 against the Rams in the playoffs, like I feel like sometimes it's not your day, and you got to try to make it happen because you're playing a team that you got to throw the ball, and it just keeps happening. And if you're lucky and your defense can keep you in that game, then you get to maybe have a chance to win, but normally you throw 5 interceptions, you got blown out and probably you probably don't even get that far. You usually get pulled out unless it is a close game and you're the guy.
I think that probably speaks to how good their team is, right? Like you threw 5 picks on the road and you guys still. I went to bed. It was 23-7. Like, all right, yeah, okay, I'll take a Bears and Lions loss, and I woke up and looked it up. What the heck happened? So, I mean. I thought when Aiden Hudson got hurt, their defense would really struggle. But I mean, kudos to the Lions, man. They're like they just have a really good team, and to be able to go down to Houston and win that game with him throwing 5 picks, that's impressive. Oh, shit, he lost me.
Wi-Fi situations. Are you back with me?
I got you, man. I was about to say,
all right,
because it showed me still online. I'm like, am I still online?
I don't know if they saw you or not. Sorry about that, everyone. But yeah, dude, I was watching that Lions game though, and I was watching it in bed, and then like once I realized it was like good, they were gonna win. I'm like just trying to like turn the channel. We got a new remote. I don't even know how to work it. I was so mad watching him celebrate in the field. I just turned it off. I was like, I almost chucked it against the wall. I wasn't like mad because like I expected him to win. Especially like I even tweeted it. I was like, the Lions are definitely gonna win this game. Like earlier, whatever in the fourth quarter, you could just feel that momentum was going their way, and it feels like the football universe wanted them to win, and it sucked. But yeah, the Lions are a good team.
They're good. And good.
So, all right. So, what about the Vikings? What are your thoughts on the Minnesota Vikings? What are they? They're 6-2. Are they 7-2?
7-2, right? So, that was one of the games. So I was flipping back and forth from the Vikings, Jags to Bears, Patriots, and man, I'm still waiting. Like we're all as Packer fans are waiting for the Vikings to just Viking, right? Like. They always there's so many years they start off hot and then they start to lose games. Now they don't look as good as they did early in the season, but they're still winning. So, I mean, they looked horrid against Jacksonville yesterday. But I mean, if it wasn't for Mac Jones tossing up some prayer on 1st and 10. I thought the Jags should have won, but whatever. I mean, the Vikings are. I still feel like
Dude,
we're better than the Vikings. I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm not worried about the Vikings long
No,
term.
I'm not worried about
Like,
the Vikings. Like I think even the Lions, right? We should have beaten the Lions in Lambeau if not for shooting ourselves in the foot for 60 minutes, right? Like
yeah,
I saw a stat that our defense, like the Lions had the top rank offense in the league, and we still held them to 17 points, right? Minus the Love pick six.
yeah.
That's pretty good. So,
Yeah,
what about
if the Packers cleanups and stuff, like I feel the same way about the Packers as I do the Lions. I think the Packers, if they clean up some stuff and they don't have stupid penalties, they don't shoot themselves in the foot, then they can beat anyone on their remaining schedule.
No, I feel really good about going into Minnesota and taking care of business like we did last year, right? Like they beat us at home last year. I was at that game. They beat us in Lambeau, and then we went into Minnesota and whooped them like later in the season. So
the Vikings will fall off. I still believe that that division at the end of the season is going to come down to the Lions and the Packers. The Lions right now ain't showing any giving up that spot, so it's going to be tough if they keep winning, which I wouldn't like really bet against the Lions like losing a bunch more. But if they do slip, I think the Packers are about to go on a little run right here. Yeah. Second part of the season last year, the Packers came on strong. They got hot. What a great way coming off a bye week, playing the Bears. Now I know the Bears are gonna play up. Like they're gonna really want this game. They've heard the 0-10. They heard all these talks, trash talking, all the owning stuff. They don't want to hear it, even if they just got there. They don't want to be a part of that. Yeah. But it doesn't matter because they're not a good football team. They have no offensive line. People talk about like the Packers pass rush. Like you're about to see the Packers pass rush just wake up because I feel like that they can't control it. I don't think Caleb Williams always makes the best decisions, get in his face. I mean, he's a rookie, so it's not really saying anything. You get in most quarterbacks' faces. Yeah. That's when they make the worst decisions. But I think the Packers defense could take it to them. Now, the Bears defense, they got a good defense over there. Yeah. But it all depends a lot. Jordan Love's injury. How does he come back? Is he where he can he run? Obviously, like he was gimping around a little bit. You like to think with that time off, he got all better. Now he's 100%, but that's probably not going to be the case.
I hope so. I think, like after in retrospect, watching or in hindsight, like watching, the Lions game, it's like, man, we should have sat. I mean, I think he should have sat. You're right, because how many plays do we run where he's under center? And I guess the explanation was after the game where we didn't run a lot under center because he was limited. He was hindered by his groin. So I get it. Like I hope he's good. I hope he's good. I'm crossing my fingers that this bye week came at the perfect time, and he is ready to go, 100% healed, and we come out rocking and rolling. Love's back on track. I feel pretty good. We'll see. I haven't seen much about him. In his injury, like I don't think LaFleur's talked about it.
Yeah, they're not going to talk about it because they don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want people to know either. Like, so
yeah, they're not going to talk about their business until the NFL makes them. And then, I think that's like Wednesday they put out like an injury report. Yeah, and even then it's going to be
limited or whatever. I think I think he's a.
I don't even think he might not even be on it because, I think that it's an injury, but I don't know how those injury reports work. But sometimes I don't know that he was on it the week before because if they know he's going to play, I think they just don't put him on. I don't know.
I think Wednesday, Thursday, he was a full participant, so it wasn't on it. So who knows? But hopefully he's good to go. If he's good to go, all right, let's do it, man. All right,
we got this comment. Za'Darius is gonna play like the man in the Motor City. Hope Love is ready. They just played though, but yeah, I do think Za'Darius Smith though going to the Lions. I do think that he'll probably play, pretty decent. He'll hype that defense up. So Darius Smith is a good hype dude, but I don't think he's going to be like going to change their defense. I mean, they have a good defense, obviously. I think he's a good. I don't think it's a bad guy to add to it though. For sure.
No, he'll be a good situational player on third down, 5 yards plus, whatever. But I don't think he's going to be that big of an impact. I mean, maybe when he plays Green Bay because he just doesn't. He's got some hard feelings. I don't know, but
I think he likes the NFC North, but we got some Viking fans chirping in over here. You know what I mean? You guys go dust that trophy case. You got nothing going on in there. All right, so let's talk about this game a little bit. We've been talking about, but do you think that the Packers just beat the crap out of the Bears? Because I think that they're absolutely going to knock the doors off them. I think because just like the Bears, like I was saying, are going to be ready to play, the Packers are going to want to put their foot in the throat, and the Packers are trying to get something going here. They're in third place in the division.
Yeah. This is crazy, man. I mean, you could be anything from a street fight to like week 1 last year. We just went in there and just blew them out. I don't know. I mean, I think Love's groin is probably like his health is the biggest question mark. If he's 100%, we should go in there and take care of business.
I don't think he'll be 100%, but I think he'll be enough percent to beat the crap out of him.
I think we better get at least 5 sacks. That's for sure. Like their offensive line is terrible. I mean, you see Caleb Williams back there dancing around for his life every play. So Jeff Hapley, he's going to bring it. We know he's going to bring it. So these new guys like Van Ness and Ekbari, and well, he's not new, but and Edgerton Cooper, man, Edgerton Cooper, dude, he was the first player since Clay Matthews to win defensive rookie of the year or week for since 2009. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I wonder about Jair, about his health too. We got some guys on defense.
Yeah, I think he's good. I think he'll be good for Sunday. I haven't seen anything say otherwise, but like you said, man, we'll see when that injury report starts Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll see. That I do want to look at this. Viking fans always say, "You live in the past; it's all you have left." You don't even have that, and you don't have the present either. You know what I mean? Like, what have you done, dude? And what are you going to do? You think the Vikings are going to do anything this season? Like, do you really look at the NFC and look at that playoff picture, and you think the Vikings are going to do anything? You think they're going to beat Detroit in the playoffs? You think they're going to beat the Eagles in the playoffs? Like, dude, the Vikings ain't doing anything. The Vikings win the playoffs so less. I don't know how I'm saying it. But when they do win a playoff game, they call it a miracle. So like, the Vikings, present, past, trash.
They're okay. I don't. Oh, man, they're a delusional bunch. I really. It's just like I try to feel bad for them, but it's okay. Y'all sold your soul when you signed Brett Favre, and you didn't win squat. Right?
Yeah, they tried.
You tried, and then not only did you try, you doubled down, you tripled down. All you guys do is sign former Packers players, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It never works out for you guys. That's why your trophy case is empty. It's empty. That's why your dome collapsed, because it's just it was a jinx. Like it's oh man, it's just like a organization.
Aaron Nagler says the best. It's a plastic franchise. They just threw it together. Some dude was a billionaire. Like, I want to be an NFL owner. Like, all right, have this team. What are we going to do? Well, we'll just steal this soccer team's chant over here. Well, we'll be a Viking. We'll steal this from this hockey team over there. And they just started taking stuff like it was like a graveyard for cars and just picking up pieces.
This whole skull thing, that wasn't a thing when I was growing up in the Metrodome. Like that. They never did skull. Where would that come from? And then the horn thing, you'll realize that's from a Tom Cruise movie. The what is that? The whatever. I don't know what it's called.
I don't know.
It's from a movie. It's oh my God. You guys suck. Just stop. Just it's insufferable.
Yeah, it is what it is. Dude, I like it. We got Lion fans in here. We're having a good time, you know what I mean? He says, as a lifelong Lions fan, we got no trophies either, but I talked shit when we sucked. There you go. And that's the thing. I'm not saying like that fans can't talk trash, because like I talk trash. It's all fun. We're talking trash back and forth. But Viking fans are just like weird with it. Like you say anything. They're like, well, you can't live in the past. All right, well, how far back can we go? Like last week? Like 2 weeks ago, like the last season, 3 seasons ago. I don't know how far back you want. Because like when you talk about the Packers don't do nothing in the playoffs, they won a playoff game last year. So like, does that not count? Like how far back in the past are we not allowed to go? That's what Viking fans just don't talk about the things that make me look bad. And they talk about like you live in the past because you don't have one. If you don't have a past, you don't want to talk about it. Like if people who have like some sketchy past where they did some sketchy stuff, you ask them like, "Hey, where'd you used to live?" They I don't want to talk about it. That's kind of how the Vikings are. Like we have no past, and the past we have is losing 4 Super Bowls. Maybe let's not bring that up. But
What's
we're gonna.
funny is my entire basement, my entire collection is living in the past. It's called championships and playoff wins and Super Bowl wins. It's memorable. Like I love living in the past. That's funny. If anybody on this, anybody watching, whatever, has seen my collection and my basement, I live in the past every day, and I love it.
Yeah, if you got a past, you might want to live in it. You know what I mean? All right, we're gonna wrap this thing up, but I do want to say what's up to Steve. I thought the Bears were gonna win the North this year, dude. They told me they were gonna, but it just hasn't worked out really good.
They were gonna win the Super Bowl like 8 years in a row. That was the worst. That was the worst post I saw.
Yeah, dude. The Vikings will never learn. The Viking fan, dude. But I do respect Viking fans that like keep at it. You know what I mean? Because they know what's gonna happen. I also do want to give a shout out right here to my man, the Drew Cave. This is his hat. The Bears still suck. If you're on Instagram, hit up the Drew Cave and find out how you can get one. He also has a GPG one. I don't think I have it down here though. But shout out to the Drew Cave.
Yeah, I've seen it. And also, the Drew Cave is one of the greatest representations of the Packers past. You got everybody check it out. Like that his cave has inspired some of my ideas down in my collection. So, Drew Cave, one of the best, man.
Yeah, he's the goat of that man cave stuff. This is everything I got. Everything you see is what I got. No, I got a few things, but this is not at all a cave. I mean, it looks like a cave because it's all dungy and stuff, but no, I don't have an actual collection. I'm getting stuff, but I don't really collect. I just gather things. People send me stuff sometimes, like this Jordan Love. Oh, you can't see, but I got a mini helmet right here. That's one of the cooler things I just got. But I got some good stuff, but not like you guys. I don't have enough walls to have all those jerseys.
Well, that's why I'm broke. I'm still trying to pay it off. Like,
I know, right?
Pay it off.
David says the Bears really sucks if Van Ness gets a lot of sacks. The bum got abused by Mitch's second. All right, I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah.
I don't think yeah. But
I mean, Van Ness is a big I think that's one of the reasons we let Preston go. Like, let's see what Van Ness has got, right?
Yeah, and Preston Smith got a sack in his first game with the Steelers. Yeah,
he had a good game. He had a sack, a tackle for loss. They won.
Yeah, he still got some speed, Preston.
Yeah, I just don't.
That one when it was like that tackle, he like dove at the guy and he got him right before the first down. Yeah. That was pretty slick. That
was like Aaron Campman, right? Remember back when Dom Capers took over and they moved Aaron Campman out to like an outside backer and he goes, "Nah, I don't like this." Like,
well, the thing, it doesn't always work, and that's what people were like talking about Preston, and they're like, "Oh, and he asked for a trade, and his numbers were this and that." I'm like, "Yeah, that's why he asked for a trade. He's a 3-4 guy, and it just wasn't working out, and not just him, but like the defense, whatever. The vibe wasn't working." He did the right way. He asked for a trade in quiet. He didn't blab it off to podcasters and media people. He didn't try to like. Yeah,
he's like Aaron Jones, man. Like he carried the G great. Like he will always be one of my favorite Packers. No ill will. Like good luck in Pittsburgh. Saw you on Sunday. Did awesome. Like good job, man. I get it. Like it's
I like this comment right here. He said Preston still got the speed, but the bowling game is shaky. I did beat him. I wonder if he let me beat him because he beat me one game. I think he's like, I better just let this guy win so I can go home. He's gonna want to keep playing. All right, so we're gonna wrap this thing up, but I will be live for Monday Night Football tonight. So anyone who's watching, tune in tonight, hang out with me, have some beers. You know what I mean? Have a good time. And I forget who's playing. I don't think it's anyone that really matters so much to the Packers.
Dolphins Rams.
Yeah, Dolphins Rams. So it'll be a game, but we can talk Packers. We can talk about whatever you want. People jump in the comments, and we will have ourselves a good time. You know what I mean? But go Pack, go people. We're gonna exit this thing with a song by my friend over here, Eric, and Ask Your Mother Band. Everyone, be sure to Google Ask Your Mother or AskYourMother.com or on Facebook and find out when they have shows because they are awesome. All right, go Pack, go people. We are out of here.